What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Tacos, Turbos, and Toothpicks. And I got a different video for you guys. We are going to be unboxing and setting up this full range hanging system. And many of you are like, well, you know, is this a sponsorship? Is this like a plug for this company? Not at all, honestly. So last year was probably one of my best years deer hunting. I tagged out here in Maryland, got 3 bucks on the ground. And it started to make me think I'm really running out of wall space in my house. So what can I do to utilize the space on my wall and still be able to go out and enjoy deer hunting? And I happened to stumble across this company, Full Range Hanging Systems. They've got a couple of different designs. I got the double system since we got two full shoulder mounts last year. Noticed they had some awesome hats, so I went ahead and grabbed one of those. Richardson 112s, great quality. So like I said, a little different of a video, guys. I'm not really sure, you know, how to do these. I got my old DeWalt 20 volt. With the lighting and everything, I think this is a good spot to do it. I'm gonna set it up out here and show you guys how to set it up and how it looks when it's done. So let's get right to it. What's up, guys? We've got everything unboxed, and I just want to show you guys real quick. You know, full range, it's a little backwards. Full range hanging systems, double mount. We've got the directions in here. Pretty self-explanatory, but still nice to have. We've got our screws. I'm guessing the smaller screws go into the deer and the larger screws go into the wall mount. But as you can see, I kind of have it mocked up right here. This is the double system. So these plates mount to the back of your deer and then slide onto here. And this mounts to the wall and would be able to move your mount freely so you can get the best angle on your deer. So basically, from where my perspective is, it allows you to mount two deer mounts in one spot. So essentially taking up a little bit less wall space and kind of gives them a little bit of more 3D movement that you can actually get a better view on the deer. So without further ado, guys, as you can see, I got my mounts over here. I'm gonna get the plates mounted up to them and we'll get this thing going. All right, guys, so we're here with the tree. Directions very specifically say mounting these in your house, they need to mount to a wall stud, obviously, to support 2 mounts at one time. Plus this bracketry is pretty heavy. So this is gonna be our wall stud for right now. We're just using this as an example. Also recommend using some type of level, which obviously, just like mounting a deer mount in your house, you've got to measure the antlers that stick above the head to get your correct height that you need to mount this to where you mount your deer head. Obviously, since this is outside, just kind of a little demo, I'm just going to put it here so it's easier for the camera to see at eye level, but I would probably mount. Well, now we are going to mount the plate on the back of the mount, and as you can see, a little awkward to do while videoing and trying to mount this plate correctly. So luckily, good old playground here has got a good stand for me. So I'm just going to put it directly in the center. Like I said, this is going to be the top, so I'm going to mount it upside down since I had the mount upside down. Alrighty, guys, we have got the 2 mounts mounted on both deer. Basically, we just got these bars now. Slide them into here. I think so they're both oriented 2 different directions. So I'm gonna get them on here and mounted and see how they look. We'll see if I can do this one-handed, or I'll set you guys up on the stand. That makes a lot more sense.
said that we were friends. You swore that you would never break my heart. You wasted all my time. You told me lies behind my back. I don't know where I'm at. You swore that we
Well guys, I think I've got everything wrapped up out here. Like I said, this is kind of just a mock-up just to show you guys how to hang this system up. Super easy. It's literally 3 screws on the wall plate, 4 screws per deer on the back plate. Instructions super easy to follow. Quality machine work, all looks really good. My directions have on there that there's a set screw to hold these in place. I do not have a set screw on mine. I'm not sure if that's an older design or a newer design that I just didn't get, but I'm pretty sure once you get these in the house out of the wind, you know, they won't move and stuff. They should move freely. And I kind of like the idea of not having the set screw because that way, you know, if I'm trying to show the deer off, I can just take it and I can just move it how I want to orient it, and switch it up, you know, switch up the feng shui in the house a little bit, if you guys know what I'm saying. But I'm super excited to get these mounted on the wall. Like I said, me and Jasmine have some changes coming up, so I was gonna have this whole setup in my house, but I think I'm gonna leave it here at Mom's because me and Jasmine got some things coming on, and let's just say I don't want to screw any more holes into my walls as of now. But after my 2020 season, I couldn't think of a better way to showcase how awesome of a season it was. I've never tagged out all 3 bucks in 1 year. I want to give a shout out to Spencer at Longhorn Taxidermy and Butcher Shop here locally on the Eastern Shore of Maryland. He took care of processing all the deer meat, you know, still eating good sausage, burgers, steaks, tenderloin, all that good stuff. And then he just finished up these mounts for me, but I've been rocking the hat, and I'm super glad that I actually get to finally install it and test it out and get to show you guys here on YouTube. So I'm sorry for the wind noise. It's a beautiful day out in October, but it is a little windy. Camera's shaking a little bit on my cheap tripod stand. But yeah, I thought it was the best way to show you guys you know, how cool the system is. So without further ado, I'm gonna take it all down and get it set up in the house, I think. And yeah, we'll go from there. But biggest buck to date, and this year we're trying to top that. I've got a stud on camera. Unfortunately only at nighttime, so I'm waiting for some good cold fronts to maybe push them out in daylight and hopefully send an arrow through them or something. But for some of you that have never heard of this company, I think it's a really cool company to get on board with. They do single hang systems where you can have just one deer, but it pivots how you want it to. They have a corner system where if you're kind of out of flat wall space, or if you're looking for a little bit different of a setup, they have a corner mounting system that mounts in the corner of your house. They have a triple mount, which is a pedestal that would go like on a small coffee table, or a lot of guys use barrels. It's something that I may be looking into now that I'm going to be moving my deer heads over here to my mom's house, and I know she doesn't want me to drill a bunch of holes in the wall. And then they do a couple other things, I believe. It's been a little while since I've been on the website. They got hats, obviously. I would go check them out. I'll put the link in the description. Full range hanging systems. And like I said, guys, it's good quality product. It's an awesome system. It works. It's pretty simple and it works, and I like simple that works. save you some space on your walls so your wife doesn't get mad at you, or maybe just showcase them a little differently. These two deer are oriented in opposite directions, but I'm kind of curious. I have some other deer at home that are oriented in the same direction, either facing left or facing right, and I'm interested to see how those would look side by side. I mean, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. They've got a bunch of pictures and videos on their Facebook page and website to give you ideas. And like I said, I was honestly gonna cut this tree down and put it in the corner of my house, do a double mount, maybe 2 double mounts, or a double mount and a triple mount underneath of it. But like I said, me and Jasmine are making some moves, so I'm not gonna do all that in my house because I may not be in my house that much longer. So that's a little hint for you guys of what's to come. But yeah, I'm gonna close out the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Check out Full Range Hanging Systems. They've got a Facebook, and I'll post the link in the description. Hope you guys have a great day, and see you all next time.